The Haiti Daily Economic News Show, Monday to Friday, bringing you news that's going to keep you informed, engaged, and reacting in the most optimal way for your business, investment, entrepreneurial activity. Today is the 10th of May. Let's talk about it. We have an article from Haiti Biz News, haitibiznews.com, 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 written by yours truly, because I could not find information that I needed to share with y'all about something so important. The acting prime minister has dropped a list of the new cabinet heads, right? The government, right? Running from everything from the hospital and yada, 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 all the way down to, some lower positions that, for, the youth sports, I don't, no shot against anybody in youth sports, but, there's a specific cabinet ministry for that. Okay, all right, cool, all right, let's go for it. But I couldn't find, not only could I found just a list, but I couldn't find a bio, I couldn't find a quick description of these folks and where they're from and a little bit about them and their qualifications. So you know what? I took a good chunk of my morning this morning. I'm a busy guy and did the research. HaitiBizNews.com, HaitiBizNews.com, HaitiBizNews.com. You can find that information there, or you can just watch the rest of this video. So let's talk about it. So first off, we have Michel Lapin and the minister, the acting PM, and of course the former minister. Well, actually, he's going to hold on to that post as Minister of Culture and Communication. That's something I didn't quite know. I didn't quite know that acting PM can still be hold particular chairs within their own cabinet. And not only can they hold on to a chair, they can hold on to multiple chairs. So that's, and from my conversations, also potentially get multiple salaries, right? So I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Yeah, that's Haiti. So he's been in this post since 2017 as the Minister of Cultural and Communication, and he had long-serving career public servant. He starts back in 1988 when he was Minister of Public Health and Population. While he was there at that ministry, he actually started and founded the National Library of Haiti. From all accounts, he is a even-headed, cool person who's able to work across aisles to get things done. And we'll see if he can actually, first off, stay in power, and secondly, for the rest of the term of Jovenel, be able to move forward with some consistency, which Haiti desperately needs. Next up, we have Rudy Ali. Excusez-moi tout, m'a mal prononcé quelque chose, mais excusez, mais mon langue ce n'est pas français, c'est anglais. So excuse me, I had to say that directly in the mic for y'all folks who are critiquing my French and how I pronounce certain things. I'm sorry, right? So Rudy Ali, Minister of Justice and Public Security, renewed. He had the office since April 2018. Former director of MJSP. Other posts include government commissioner, former human rights office for the UN High Commission for Human Rights. His stated goals are to fight against land insecurity, issuing an identity document to every citizen, and work with PNH to improve the security environment. So that's Rudy Ali. Moving further, we have Ronald Desambe, Minister of Economy and Finance, renewed position. He's been in this post since 2012. His stated goals has been to improve the overall budgetary discipline, increase financial autonomy, ensure effective allocation of resources, developing the supply of quality public servants. Now, he's been in this post since 2012. Since 2012, when he first got into office, the exchange rate between USD and the HTG, the good, was 1 to 40. Today, sitting to you today in my office, we're pushing 1 to 90. I'm not saying it's his fault. It's many forces acting upon the Haitian good, including a very strong dollar, which has been applying pressure to a lot of other currencies worldwide. Not unique to the Haitian good, but certainly, if your role and position is the Minister of Economy and Finance. That comes with a certain degree of responsibility to the economic condition of the country. And we can all say with confidence between 2012 and today, not too many of us have seen genuine improvement in the economic and financial condition of the country. I'll leave it at that. Okay? Let's keep it moving, let's keep it going. Edmund Boschit, Minister of Foreign Affairs. He's been renewed. He's been in that office since 2018. Long-standing diplomat. He's been a diplomat since 1990, and he's held posts as direct ambassador or diplomat for Panama, Jamaica, Colombia, United CARICOM, and the Organization of American States. He's been in the role of Minister of Foreign Affairs since 2018. Next, we have Fritz Kalot, Minister of Public Works. He's been involved in public works in some capacity since 1980, and he's been formerly the Minister of Public Administrative Works since 2017. So again, he's another renewed post. That role, of course, is the touch point, execution and regulation of anything infrastructure in Haiti. But we're talking about urban and rural facilities, road, ports, airports, telecommunication systems, drinking water systems. He is the point for all that, and someone you can say to blame for all that, right? And of course, he's ultimately at the mercy of the Treasury and the money he can get. But you guys been to Haiti, you guys driven around, you guys talk to people. And the infrastructure certainly is incredibly lacking. So Fritz Kalot is someone you certainly need to be aware of who he is, and especially someone who's been here in that domain for so long. He's a name you should know. Next up, we have Adine Bernadel, Minister of Interior and Territorial Communities. Held positions such as the Director of Joint Information and Coordination, which is sort of the IT intelligence arm that's supposed to kind of be like a sort of independent bureau that's supposed to fight anti-corruption and promote good governance. And most recently, he was the Secretary of State of Local Authorities. Okay. Next up, we have Guy-André Junior Francois. He is the Minister of Haitians Living Abroad, MAV. That's a renewed position since he's been in the office since September of 2018. He's the son of a former colonel of the same name. One of his stated goals has been revitalizing the minister and continued mission as a government liaison for the diaspora. One thing, as someone who's part of different organizations trying to engage the Haitian diaspora to do work and be a part of the economy and change certain things, the main contact point for us has been MAV, and certainly it's been, I can say that the department itself has been relatively welcoming to our engagement, but it's just hard to be consistent and actually move forward with that engagement, because every single change of administration, that is one that generally gets changed about. And so it is a little refreshing to know that he is staying on to that post, but that generally is, given its crucialness for engagement, that's one of those posts I really do feel needs a certain degree of stability, my perspective. Next up, we have Marie Montpremier, Minister of Status of Women, Women's Rights, and not much about her except the fact that she was a former mayor of Baon around 2013. It's a small town just south of Cap-Haïtien and Limonade. Next, we have Jonas Kofi, a former Minister of Trade and Industry. He is the Minister of Trade and Industry. He has a very active political background. Used to be the former head of Haitians for Haiti, which was an offshoot of Lavalas. He was also the head or the minister. He served as the Minister of Social Affairs from 2016 to 2017. The department itself, MC, for folks who don't know, is the administrative touch point for all administrative and regular registration of business in the country. So this function is incredibly important, and I can say I'm a bit disappointed that we have a non-business person running it. From my research of his background, he doesn't seem to necessarily have been engaged in business affairs, and I feel something like this really should be run by someone with a true proven track record of business in the country, because this MCE is incredibly important for that touch point. But all that said, MCE does have a pretty good reputation as being relatively low corruption and relatively efficient. So that's one thing going for MCE. Filito Duran, the Minister of Social Affairs and Labor, not too much known about him except the fact that he was the Minister of Relations between the PM and Parliament back in 2014. And there was an instance where he was strung by his neck by another senator at some point. So, if your role was to be the touch point for relations for the Parliament and the PM, and then one of the people from the Parliament strings you by your neck and chokes you out. Okay, let's keep it going. We have Dr. Marie Greta Roy Clément, Minister of Public Health and Population. She's held that post, also renewed. She's held that post since March 2018. She's been in different capacities within Haiti in healthcare administration for many years. Most recently as director of an insurance company for 14 years. Followed up, we have Pierre Agnew Cadet, Minister of National Education and Vocational Training. He's held that office since 2017. A couple of things that he's been able to be successful in has been enacting the Fund for Economic and Social Assistance, which is a fund that does many things. Think of it as a sort of HUD, in addition to providing, aid for specific projects. Right? Rehabilitated over 300 schools in the Great South after Hurricane Matthew. Construction of high schools in Corral, Cafoufio, and Saint-Michel de la Talalier, and 50 other schools under construction. In March 2018, he had 50 other schools under construction, and also he's credited for creating one of Haiti's first 10-year educational plans. Marjorie Loville Leonard, the Minister of Youth, Sports, Civic Action, is former directrice of the Centre of National Equipment, the National Equipment Department that handles a lot of those items, and so she is now moved into that post. Not too much known on her beyond that. Fritz William Michel, Minister of Planning and External Cooperation, relatively unknown again, previously worked at the Minister of Economic and Finance. That's all we could really find on him. Jude Pierre Michael Lafontaine is the Minister of Agricultural and Natural Resources and Rural Development. He's a former department delegate of the Southeast. Helped manage response after the Hurricane Matthew. He does have a somewhat long track record of being for and very good representative for the people of that area, and certainly we hope he can continue that in that role, because agriculture is so incredibly important for the development of any country. Finally, we have Patrick Justin, and Minister of Environment. Again, relatively unknown. Previously worked for the Minister of Agriculture. That's about all we really know about Patrick Justin. So that's a wrap up of who the new cabinet folks are. We'll try to do this the next time there's change, and there's usually change every 6 months because of a deposement of a government. And so we'll be back probably relatively soon with an update to this list. And so I'm sharing that because that's big. All roads lead back to the government. I've said this before. All roads to Haiti's development or lack thereof lead back to the government. So we need to know who are the folks holding the levers and keeping us where we're at. Okay, so HaitiBizNews.com, for more information, for the full list, the full write-up. If you like what I'm doing here, leave a comment, leave a like, notification, share it, and we'll be back at it again Monday to Friday.